Hello, welcome to Crafty Music Tips. This is going to be really exciting for me because, you and I, we don't ever get a chance to actually just hang because we're too busy, being busy in our lives, and we've got the process of recording music, which is
a very short period of time.
Exactly. And then say, hey, that was fun. See you later. See you next time. But so this is going to be great. So my name is Crafty and this is Nikki. We're going to be talking a little bit about Nikki's musical life, other things, but mainly also the current Sing It Live song that has just been uploaded, which is called Since You've Been Gone, I can't breathe for the first time. So moving on, yeah. Thanks to you, now I get what I want. Who is Nikki? How are you involved in the music industry? How do you know Darren? All of that kind of stuff.
In a nutshell, okay, well, I've been singing for a long time and performing for probably longer than you've been on the planet, Crafty.
Whoa.
Possibly. Let's not do the numbers. I've known Darren for a really long time. We used to knock around in the 90s. His band would be doing the same. We used to do circuits in Adelaide. We'd all be doing do that club and that club and that, or that venue and that venue, and we'd all sort of cross over. So I've known him for a long time.
In that case, would it have been like the two sheepdogs, like that are clocking in?
Yeah.
In Bugs Bunny?
Hey, Ralph.
Yeah.
Is it Ralph?
Yeah, morning, Ralph.
Yeah, that's
morning, Sam.
And it would have been in the morning too, but like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Crossing on. Wow. So, that's how long I've known him, and then doing music videos together now, which is really great fun. And get to meet people like you and play with awesome humans. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, the Sing It Live thing, it is quite a special experience, isn't it? Because it's always good vibes, and sometimes people kind of know each other maybe from around the trap. Sometimes you've never met them before.
Do you even know who I am?
Oh, we did briefly meet at Darren's.
Yes, a launch, like that little...
That's right.
Bring your partner.
Yeah, but we had no musical connection at all until the day it was... What was the song? It was...
Battlefield?
Yeah. Love Was a Battlefield. Yeah. And so I remember thinking on that day, I was like, this person's cool to jam with, just because it was like very organic. We didn't... at least I felt like we didn't need to be trying to do anything. It was pretty natural the way.
I agree. I think it's our energy matched one another in performance-wise. Anyway, it feels like that was effortless and a good match. And
the other magic is that you've got Darren that's sort of orchestrating all of the bits and bobs, but you've got all of the you've got the rhythm section and the other singers, and everybody's got each other's back.
Well, support the team.
Yeah, no, it's a really supportive environment. It feels very comfortable being in there. Someone like me, I get really nervous. I don't know about you. Do you get nervous?
Occasionally, yeah. My reasoning for nervousness usually is because I haven't done my homework. So if I've done my homework, then usually there's not really any nerves really, because I've got faith that, the homework will come through.
Yeah.
But of course, we don't always get the luxury of having enough time to do that.
Yeah,
it's
intense.
Yeah. And what's the usual lead-in time for you?
I've usually got about a week to think about it. That's not always, but generally, And I need that. Not usually because of the songs. I'm generally all over lyrics. That's just, I don't know why. They just sit and stay.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
We're usually doing songs that I grew up with anyway, so they're in there.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I don't know why though. I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. Yeah. I remember the lyrics to all of those songs. But it's about I don't know, the whole process of what to wear, because that's a thing, right? Well, it certainly is for me, and I know for the girls. I love to go over the original videos and live performances from the artist, and just seeing the different ways that they've performed it over the years and other people.
Are you a nerd like me and have to read the Wikipedia about the song as well?
I love to do that as well, yes, and see where it charted, how long it charted, and what, crazy countries that loved it.
It doesn't change anything about the lyrics or the music, but if you go to the local quiz night...
you can pull these ones out.
Yes.
Seem really intelligent.
Mm.
Yeah.
No!
And what's your process for leading into going into the session, either on the day or the few days leading up to it?
The song is on a repeat. So that even if I know it, which, generally I do, I want to know it backwards, inside and out. So it's that kind of subliminal listening and also singing it without the music to just play with it a bit and see if I want to change anything.
Do you practice along with karaoke versions?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do. That's normally, I think I do that if I'm not 100% sure of have I really got the form? Do I really know it? Like, you think you know it? I don't want to get in there and go, where was I with that? You know what I should have brought? I actually showed someone this yesterday. I had, for the latest one we did, it was for Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Because the BVs in there are just insane. And
because you're up there.
Really high.
Yeah.
And because I'm used to singing, like when I do it live, I've been doing the leads. I haven't done BVs, so that's usually a bit of a thing for me. So I had to get the harmony down. And so I wrote it on a piece of paper in a way that no one would understand. But it was like little lines, and I go up here, up there, and that made perfect sense to me. So I had it on this little tiny piece of paper. So that travelled with me for 2 days, where I would just randomly pick it up and go, can I remember how to do it from this piece of paper?
Yeah, cool.
This weird diagram.
Yeah, that's cool. Like behavioural scientists have discovered that, if you create it, then it always is going to make sense.
Yeah.
And
it needs to make sense to us, ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So, I think that's it. I mean, I don't really think there's that much more preparation. When I'm driving down on the way in, sometimes I'll run the song again, but usually I'm listening to other songs.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah, like sometimes I want to get away from it so that it comes back. And I've noticed that there is a process of it's getting into your brain, it's getting into your pores, and then it gets to a point where for me it's like, okay, if I just keep listening to it, it's not actually doing anything now. What I need to do is sit down with it and either write something out. I always write out the structure. Yeah. Because it's all well and good to know either the words or the chords or whatever it is, but if you don't know the order.
The form. Yeah.
Here's the thing, we started out as friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah. Since you've been gone.
With the morning of, because we always record during the daytime, but for me, like as a singer, to get my voice warmed up, whether I'm doing backing vocals, whether I'm doing any non-backing vocals, then I have to make sure that, my voice is warmed up, and I find it tricky to just get it that warmed up like it would be for later in the day.
Yeah.
But so what are you doing either in the morning or on the way there?
I'm singing in the shower.
Yeah.
For sure. And there are songs that I listen to that stretch me more, in the car, that I might just be jamming on, to try and warm up.
And do you have a...
Sorry, I was falling down.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How dare it?
Listen, just stay.
I'm becoming one with mine. Yeah. So it's interesting what you were saying about, doing lead vocals for a song, then all of a sudden you're thrust into the position of doing the backing vocals. I play a few different instruments, and so all of a sudden I'll be playing bass for a song that I've never played bass for.
Right.
And depending on the song, it can be completely different. It's a completely different way of appreciating and understanding a song. So I understand the difference, obviously, from my experience of doing lead vocals versus backing vocals. How do you find it as a singer jumping between the two roles?
I really struggle with that. Like, that's something that's a challenge for me most of the time. I mean, it's not that I don't do backing vocals, and I haven't done that over time, but generally the songs stay in my mind with the lead vocal in mind. Yeah. So I do struggle a bit with that. I really struggle with that with Fame.
Yeah.
And then realising I've never actually really paid attention to the backing vocals and what they do there, because I'm normally out the front going, wee. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that makes sense, because if you are doing the lead, well then all eyes are on you. You're the one that's selling the song.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait, different job.
Yeah.
And especially if you've been doing it for, some time and, all of that stuff's in you. Yeah. So what, you did mention that you had your sheet.
Yeah.
What are other things that can help you as, okay, I've got the backing vocal job for this one?
For me, it's just repetition. I've just got to go on repeat. And that will be where I'll pull up the karaoke track.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might sit down and, probably not so much myself on piano, but I might get Akasha or someone to play it and, just break it apart a bit. And sometimes also Chloe or Darren do the backing vocals and they send us a little how are you going to sing this line? It's like, okay, so it's no point in learning it anyway because it's probably going to change.
Well,
and it changes on the day sometimes and then, trying to cement that in and...
Yeah, Darren was very hesitant in telling me because he did that. He sent me a Fame backing vocal part for me and then setting up the guitar and he's like, so Crafty, I was wondering, do you mind just changing your part? Just only a little bit, just because, either way, if you've got something stuck in there and you have to change it, it can be a pain.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm going, okay,
well,
so
and
I'm
you're
going.
playing at the same time as well, it's fun.
Yeah, but it was okay in this case, and it's always okay to a point. This one wasn't my biggest challenge. My biggest one, I'm trying to remember. I think it was.
What was your biggest challenge?
I think it was ABC.
Yeah. Okay.
With Chloe singing, just because doing the guitar part not so bad. Just the backing vocals on their own, not so bad. Put them together, all of a sudden, it's just like meltdown.
Yeah.
You're trying to put all of this stuff together all at once. And I do remember our lovely camera guy, who's the loveliest person in the world. Zoran. I still feel bad, and I must tell him, I've seen him a number of times since, and I keep forgetting to mention it, that he came up to me ever so lovely, because he's all hugs and everything like that. And I was in the zone practicing my one part on guitar and trying to get this vocal out. And I remembered later, I was driving home, I'm like, oh, he said hello to me. And I completely was not...
in the moment.
Yeah, I couldn't interact because I was practicing the part. But I was just like...
He hasn't forgiven you for that.
Oh... Sorry.
Focus.
Yes. Well, I was focused myself.
You would be
happy. Yeah. Wonderful. So, all right, Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone, this song, is this your choice, Darren's choice?
It was Darren's choice, actually, but, killer track.
Yeah, and it's one that you'd sang before?
No.
Right?
Yeah, yes, but around the house and just, but not actually live, no. So, and then after he said, you want to do the song, and I said, yeah, let's do it. And then about, a day or so before we went in, he said to me, you're going to be all right with I don't know what the note is. There's a video of all of her live performances hitting that and the build up to it.
Got it.
Again and again and again and again. And I got so fixated on it because every time you're just like, here, she's going to do it, she's going to do it, she's going to do it, and it's killer.
So this is at the end of the bridge, is that right?
Yes.
I reckon it is, yeah.
Yes. And a day or so out of that, Darren called me and said, you going to be able, can you hit that note? I was like, yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have said yes to it. How's it going to sound? I don't know, because it's, guttural, that one. That's you go for it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How was it on the day?
I haven't heard it. I've got no idea. Just every time I did it, we were so in it that I have no idea.
Yeah.
You had your chance, you blew it. Out of sight, out of mind. Shut your mouth, I just can't take it. Again and again and again and again.
It was the same day that we did Fame, and Fame took a bit longer.
It did.
So we didn't have much time to do this one.
We did give it a good few goes though, because we were just starting to warm up, getting into it, and
so I have no idea how it turned out, and I'm just waiting to hear.
For me, I had a connection with the song that I thought, it's not too bad. At the time when it came out, I was probably a little bit more into the alternative music scene, and so wasn't one that was on my radar of, you know, playing like of my own choosing, but how could you escape the song? You're always going to hear it around, whether you're at the shops or on the radio, whatever. And so Jan and I, we got together a few days before via Zoom to just go through the parts. And
I love that you guys do that, by the way.
Me too. It was his idea. Jan, legend.
Always want to tag you, Jan, and can't. Can you please get on Instagram? Can you put that in?
We'll just...
Let's push him.
Yeah.
I just feel like we're just ignoring him in the business. Can't tag Jan. Yeah.
Not happy, Jan!
Yeah, but he is so endearing with that. Hey, these are the different parts. I'm thinking I might just do this one if you want to do that one. And so he basically just hands me on a silver platter, here's your part, because when you do have several different guitar parts, there's 5 different ones, I think.
Wow.
So we condensed all the parts into our own 2 guitars.
Love it.
And that way we rock up and we're not wasting time while you've got a cameraman and while you've got all of these cameras and stuff waiting for you guys. You know, can you figure it out? You know, we're ready to go. Yeah. So it was really great that we did that.
How can I put me on? I even fell for that stupid love song. Yeah. Since you've been gone.
All right, so the song's recorded. It's already done.
Yeah.
We can't go back and change anything. But, like, I guess, do you ever feel that, like, when you're either driving away or when you're watching it back, that, you know, oh, if only I did this or whatever? Like,
yeah, all the time.
Yeah. And with this song, is there any particular feeling that you have on that? Or is it, like, or do you have just a favourite moment about the day recording this song? I
don't know if there's anything I'd want to change yet because I haven't seen it. And then when I see it, I'll probably want to change a million things. And I wish that wasn't the case, but that's kind of just how it rolls. We didn't really connect much when we were doing this one, from my memory. I don't think we did. I was in a zone. Yeah. And there was one moment where I looked at you and I said, I'm sorry, I haven't really been interacting after 1 or 2 takes. And you were like, no, whatever you're doing there, just keep doing that. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know why that
that's
sticks
right.
with me.
I do remember that, yeah. Well, because we were all having such a great time behind you and you were doing such a good job doing what you were doing. It was like...
it's not going to be so boring.
It was fine. It was like, this is great. You know, like, just keep it going. Like, we just, you know, like, whatever the energy we had, it felt good.
And that's the thing, I think, because I felt that that's what was going on there. And then you were all sort of saying, yeah, let's keep doing whatever it was that you were doing. Yeah. And I was thinking, I need to get in on the action. But I never got in on the action, so I feel like I might regret that. I don't know, but then maybe that's just what it was meant to be.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was really just, I don't know. And I think I was just really bracing. It's a big song. Like it is a big song. It's a belter. It's right up there.
Here's a question. Can you remember the first time that you heard Since You've Been Gone?
I was, really parenting then. Like, my children were young, and so I was in that. So I don't remember when I heard it first.
Yeah, I was studying music at the time, and I remember that we had to, in our ensemble, we played a couple of Avril Lavigne songs at the time. And so if I think about it, it's kind of similar. You know, you've got like a rock band with a cool... chick up front that's singing, you know, like a pro. And if I think about it though, like Kelly Clarkson, what a boss.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah. And that beautiful story of, you know, reality TV.
Yes.
She's amazing. Yeah.
But you need that stepping stone, don't you, I guess?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. So moving on, yeah. Thanks to you, now I can't move on.
Thanks so much for having this chat. This has been ever so relaxing, yet productive.
It's an honour to be on this channel.
So before we go, is there anything that we can help plug for you before.
Oh, that's so good. I watched your video last week. I watched all of them, but I loved the one with Chloe last week.
Yeah.
That was so cool because Chloe's my mate, and she's got all these things to plug, and I'm actually not plugging any of those things. I'm not doing anything to plug at the moment because, I'm not really doing
quality, not quantity.
Nice, thank you. But no, I just want people to keep enjoying the channel. Do you know what? I actually really would love people to check out my daughter Jaylena's channel. We'll just keep an eye on it because she's got an EP coming out shortly that she's been producing.
Fantastic.
So my girls are producing stuff at home, and that's so amazing to watch. And they're both very different writers, and both solid writers and very different performers. But I'm excited for what she's got coming out soon too. And of course, Akasha's, all over this channel and this vibe. But I'm really excited to see what Jaylena's got coming out soon.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, I'll leave a link below, so make sure you go check that out. Thanks, buddy. This has been fun. So
Pleasure. Thanks
if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the Sing It Live channel where all of the Sing It Live videos can be checked out. And also this Crafty Music Tips channel does have a bunch of
awesome stuff.
Hey, you heard it right here.
Uh-huh.
Like if you're a musician and, you're interested in a bunch of different music things, there's heaps of different things on this channel. So go check out whatever's relevant that can help you out. So until
next
time,
I'll make you another coffee.
Okay.
You drive home.
We're going to go get a coffee. We'll see you really soon.